seriously? You're going to do a whole documentary on Mickey Mouse and references to copyright controversies with Mickey Mouse, and you're not going to have... Excuse me. You're not going to have a single Escape from Tomorrow reference? Come on, Disney. It was cute, though. Hi, everyone. It's me. Yeah, they did... Geez. Journey to the Disney Vault, but they didn't do Escape from Tomorrow. Okay. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raising on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. We are here to talk about a movie. Movies and TV is what we do here, and it's a documentary of sorts. That movie is Mickey, The Story of a Mouse. So Mickey, The Story of a Mouse is a new, I guess we'll just call it a documentary. Documentary / kind of giant infomercial. It is directed by Jeff Malmberg. It is streaming on Disney+. What is Mickey, The Story of a Mouse about? Well, it's a documentary about Mickey Mouse, his creation, his ups and downs, and the history of that little gee whiz, Donald. Mickey Mouse, the iconic character created by Walt Disney, and occasionally pays the most, peck on the cheekest of lip service to Disney's more unsavory qualities, and it's all framed around the making of a new Mickey Mouse short that is for, I think, like an anniversary of some kind called Mickey in a Minute, which we see the full version of at the end of the film. Alright, here's the thing. Very rarely am I going to recommend a movie that I have so many reservations about as Mickey, The Story of a Mouse, because I enjoyed the film. I thought it was a fun little walk down nostalgia lane, but it could not escape feeling a bit like infotainment for Disney. And that bothered me. It felt the same way a little bit about, there's that earlier documentary from a few months ago that Lucasfilm co-produced called More Than Robots, where it was the stuff in the meat of the movie was really interesting, but it was constantly interrupted by plug holes for Lucasfilm and Disney's related Lucasfilm products. And this is exactly what Mickey, The Story of a Mouse feels like, is that as much as that short at the end is pretty cute and pretty charming, and it is, worth the wait, it gives the whole thing an air of a BOS kind of bonus feature of the making of that Mickey in a Minute cartoon. It just feels like the whole movie, because it's building the whole movie around it, it feels like that, and there's very little reference to Disney's issues, like they have, and the criticism of Mickey Mouse. Like I said, not even just lack of an Escape from Tomorrow reference, which I feel is necessary. They kind of do a couple clips. They show the clip from Journey to the Disney Vault. They show the clip from the Simpsons movie where he, one of the best jokes in the Simpsons movie, where Bart takes out a bra, puts it on his head, and says, "Look at me, I'm the mascot of an evil corporation," which is hilarious. With an evil corporation that now owns that film. But the thing is that I felt like a lot of it was kissing the ass of Walt Disney and kissing the ass of Mickey Mouse as a character. Not to say that I necessarily need a deep dive, but the thing is that when it's a movie that is from people like Morgan Neville, who made, such eye-opening films about, famous figures as, Miss Americana, Taylor Swift, the Taylor Swift documentary, and Roadrunner, that really terrific documentary from last year about Anthony Bourdain, or one of the best documentaries, I think, of the 21st century, Won't You Be My Neighbor, which was about Mr. Rogers. When you have a filmmaker like that as one of your executive producers, I kind of expect a little more. I expect you to really probe a little deeper and make more of a real documentary. This didn't really feel like a real documentary. That being said, I liked the pop cultural stuff. I was really, as just a child of Disney as we all are, I think anyone alive today at this point who is still alive was a child of Disney. On some level, unless someone has access to the fountain from Tuck Everlasting, I highly doubt that anyone, most people who didn't grow up with some kind of Disney something are probably all dead by now. But the thing is that as much as I enjoy that, there was that the lib in me was kind of, there was that gnawing back of my head of, this is kind of a giant commercial for Disney. That being said, though, it's slick, it's well made. I think that it is a solidly made film, and the things that work in it slightly, just by a hair, kind of overpower the problems I have with it, which means I'm going to give it 4 stars out of 5. Like, just enough. It's like, but literally, it's more of like, like if you're going by like YMS's score, you know how he always does, like, 6 out of 10, it's more of a 5 than a 7, or vice versa. This is like 4 stars. It's more of a 3 star than a 4, but I'll make it a 4 just because the things that work just slightly elevated. But yeah, it's not a necessary document, and I really was expecting better, knowing that Morgan Neville was one of the key people on this movie. It kind of was a disappointment. Alright. Maybe that's just me. Like, I know it's critically doing quite well, but I kind of had some issue with it, and I feel like maybe this one there is a small chance that the more I think about it, my score will drop a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Anyway, I did feel like I was being kind of hard, like there was a hard sell going on, Anyway, that's just me. Alright. So, Mickey the Story of a Mouse, 4 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on it, but just barely. Trailer Trash None, watch on Disney Plus. Was there shawarma? Yeah, there was some photos, clips, whatever you want to call them, during the credits. Alright, nothing after, though. Alright, we will be back. Not tomorrow, but Sunday. We'll have a review of, speaking of Disney, Disenchanted, which I'm actually really looking forward to. I like the original movie. We'll also have a review of Monday of Spirited, which I'm also looking quite forward to, with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. I've been looking forward to it since it, it's kind of a catch-up because it technically came out last week, but only in the closest theater showing it was like a half hour from my house, so I didn't feel the need to like drive out when it was a week away from coming here. So we're going to talk about that. We will also have reviews coming up next week for nothing but reviews for the next week, including Bones and All, Glass Onion, and Knives Out Mystery, The Fablemans, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, Devotion, Strange World, Fantasy Football. We will also review in a couple weeks on December 1st for Violent Night, and much more to come. That'll all be next time. Until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. And if you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at Raised on Popcorn with Grant. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Raised Grant. At least on Twitter for now, if Elon doesn't destroy it, from within. And I just rejoined too. God damn it. Instagram, or not Instagram rather, Facebook, Raised on Popcorn with Grant. You can also find me on Serialized. I'm all one word, all lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. You can also find me, you can also check out my podcast rather, Raised on Popcorn with Grant, the podcast on Spotify and Anchor. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey Grant, I like waffles, it really helps out. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourselves, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of Mickey, the Story of a Mouse? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we're all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. We'll see you guys next time. See you around! Oh! See you next time.